of this guy.
So if you're gonna be in the lab,
Well, it's because it's doing a word wrap and controllers in black. So if you word wrap to the next line, you see it says controller from the
so how long do you think it's gonna?
Oh, you actually need to copy it from the website.
Yeah, it's a special.
Okay, so that's what threw me off. Okay,
Right, yeah.
so we're gonna, so let's go ahead and create a controller. Okay, so this guy here, we're gonna do a new one. And then we're gonna call it the same thing that we did, controller, and everything else will stay the same. So we're gonna modify this guy here, and then we go ahead with the CH3 share variable period error period controller. Makes sense, right? No errors there? No. So we copy and paste this guy here. But we need to go back over here and first put this guy like that, and then the next one is replace this guy. Right, Mr. Henry?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have to replace this code, and this code we're going to replace it with the one from the book that is called that. If we can find it. If I can remember, share variable error.
Yeah.
Okay, so share variable error.
Right above it. Up, down, stop. Yes.
Right.
Okay, this is the controller that we want, right?
Mm-hmm.
We grab this guy, Control A, Control C. We come back to this guy. Are we there? Yes. Control A, Control V. So let's see what's the difference here. Okay, so we got the right package, right? There's no period at the end. The URL is exact same. So it's got an int access count equals to 0. That's new, right? The address, you got something new there also. The address before was empty. So he's calling a method calling increment share variable. And that one is right here. He's not passing anything. He's creating a temp. He's adding one to the temp. He's printing the temp. And then he's going to sleep for 3,000 hours. Right? And then the access count is equal to temp, which was a 1. But originally that guy was what, 0? Yeah, 0.
That's
So
just to initialize, right?
Yeah, so this is to initialize it, and then this one here is every time you call it's adding 1 to it. It adds 1 to it, it goes to sleep, and then
Everything.
increments it right. So that's what that guy is doing, and this guy is the controller.
Push if you find you can into the
Okay, so far so good. We're getting so good on this one, we can actually get a job on this.
the PMI.
Okay, so we did that, and we copied that to the controller. The controller will use a JSP from a different application, so that it uses the path to the JSP. Where is that at? Oh, the address, right? Okay. So that's what it's talking
Max
about.
is supposed to be like 24. So 23 because my range is supposed to be 208.
There is a helper method that simulates how a computer increments a variable. So yeah, that was the method we were looking at. The simulation is much slower than the computer, okay, because of the 3,000. Notice that there's a memory variable in the controller that increments during each case. Okay. And notice that the memory variable has been added to the session with the name access count. Open the configuration file. We did that. We did that, right? And we added server mapping on the controller. We did that, right?
That's the XML, right?
That's the XML, right? So we now to number 3. So we open these guys on the web pages, and we're gonna create a subfolder now in the same on the same folder, and that's the name of that guy. And we're gonna create an edit guy there. Let's create the is right here, right? On this guy,
Mhm.
and we're gonna create a folder, and we're gonna call it that.
Mhm.
We leave the same thing, the rest is the same, we finish, right? So now we have this guy here, this guy, and we're gonna need to create something called
Edit.js.
JSP, right? And do we copy that, another edit from somewhere?
No.
I'm having a hard time.
No, you just have to have it, you have to have the echo, the
I guess
access.
all Chinese,
Is this Chinese, regular Chinese or non-Chinese?
No,
like Canton.
you have to echo the variable that's found in the, what is it?
Access account
Yeah, in the
from the session.
control that we just created. And the control that we just created is that variable, we have to have it echo using the else statement, but that's where I got stuck on the tutorial, I don't know how to echo.
Okay, on this controller that we just created, this
Yeah.
controller here,
It wants to echo the value that's being returned from that simulation.
on this controller,
Yes,
right?
it wants to echo access count.
So he was, an error there? He has an error there?
The example's supposed to show an error, because at the end of the example, you're supposed to open it with two browsers, and it's supposed to show that you can't have local members, I mean, not local members, member variables, shared member variables. It's supposed to be like an error that's supposed to
I
show
think
it.
the error is that it keeps counting even though you're in a
Yeah,
different
keeps
browser.
counting.
Yeah, and you
I
can see
think
the
that's
error
the
there.
error.
Because I couldn't count, I wanna know, like, what it's asking right now is how to call the access count variable, to echo, to show it.
Okay, so you're saying that on this controller, we need to modify this controller?
No,
You
look,
echo,
if you go to the website and read what he says, he says,
Oh, yeah, okay. So we still haven't modified the edit.
Yeah.
So create an edit, we just did,
great.
file that echoes the value of the access count from the session using the EL.
Great.
So we need to create this, an echo to do this inside the edit, right? That's what you're saying?
Great.
Okay, so we go to the edit, which is, I forgot which one is it?
Sure, very.
That one?
Mhm.
All right, so how do we do that?
No, you can't have it, it's not, he doesn't have it on his website.
What else?
That's what I don't know how to call it.
Another sign.
I would assume it's like the other one, the param dot.
You know what, I don't see it here, but I could have sworn I saw it.
No, not L.
No, the edit. I could have sworn I saw a shared variable.
Is it capitals, EL capitals?
There is no
I'm sorry? Really? Which one?
Oh, you know what it is?
Okay.
I'm looking at the, I'm looking at the first version. Oh, he's looking at the second version. I bet you it's,
Okay, right here, I'm there, right here. Oh, you're looking, you're saying on his website?
Yeah.
Should be the same.
Oh, okay.
it's on there.
It is in here? Share variable controller, right? So,
That's your edit. No, it's right there.
Right there, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's it, right?
First edition stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
in 3 seconds, the access count will be, right?
Yeah, that's the one that
Okay,
keeps.
and this is the guy that he's talking about, right?
I didn't know how to call that, that's all I was.
Dollar sign.
That's the actual guy?
You know that file is not, when you go to the webpage and you, it tells you the 2 books, pick one of the 2 books that you have. If you pick the first edition and go to examples, that file won't be there.
That's it's not good.
It's only in the 2nd edition.
You mean the latest edition?
Yeah, the latest edition. The latest edition has that file, but the 1st edition doesn't have that file.
Yeah, the first edition has it, the first edition.
Okay, so this is the edit of the share variable. And this one, the assembly demonstrate how share variables can cause errors on the web application. Open this page in 2 different browsers. Then he reloading both within 3 seconds.